It's pretty similar to the older list we played, with the exception of History and Knight of Grace just seems like a lot better alternate kill condition versus decks we think we can approach. Other than that, it's pretty close to the same. It was an above average deck, I think, before, so I actually think it's a good possibility that it's got better. I assume that we're going to have, other than that, it's pretty close to the same. It was an above average deck, I think, before, so... Sorry, I had to sneeze a bunch. I assume we're going to have close to no chance to beat blue-white control in Game 1 and potentially Game 3 because they'll know how we're sideboarding, but... still think the deck's good enough to try. Alright, we'll keep this hand. It's fine. Certainly going to keep that. Blue-white control in Game 1 and potentially Game 3 because they'll know how we're sideboarding, but... Apologize if you guys hear noise in the house. There's people here cleaning it. It's fine. Certainly going to keep that. Boom. Apologize if you guys hear noise in the house. This card's really sweet. Oh, cool. The one match that we rarely get paired versus that I told you I don't think we can beat at the beginning. It's lovely to get paired versus that round, or Game 1. Boom. Haven't been getting paired versus... I think I've played like versus one blue-white control in the last 20-ish matches I played. I think like 1 in 10 on stream, so... That's one of the main reasons I wanted to try this particular build of the deck. But... we, get fervently punished. Oh, okay, it's not blue-white control. That's probably not great for us either. I think like 1 in 10 on stream, so... That's one of the main reasons I wanted to try this particular build of the deck. But... kinda want to just fop to arrest that. We, get fervently punished. See if we can stop it from getting too crazy. Probably a favorite Game 1. Game 2 and 3 should be hard because our main win condition doesn't really beat them and our alternate win condition doesn't really beat them, which is a huge problem. Kinda want to just fop to arrest that. See if we can stop it from getting too crazy. Probably a favorite. Just gonna keep keeping these lands. We have to have a bunch of them anyway. I wonder whether I'm supposed to binding the search or the champ. Really beat them, which is a huge problem. Kinda want to just fop to arrest that. See if we can stop it from getting too crazy. Guess let's just go with the champion. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this too in case they have some like type of bouncy effect. Anyway, I wonder whether I'm supposed to binding the search or the champ. Could just be playing an angel here, and we're fine with that. Guess let's just go with the champion. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this too in case they have some like type of bouncy effect. Anyway, I wonder whether I'm supposed to binding the search or the champ. Just go ahead and mark that at 6 cards down. We still have the scavenging grounds too, which is pretty sick. The fact that we're on a lot of scavenging grounds in our main deck because we're kind of afraid of the gifts decks in general, or the God Pharaoh's gifts decks in general. Which is kind of sweet. Go ahead and mark that at 6 cards down. Still have the scavenging grounds too, which is pretty sick. Well, they can shuffle away our approach now. They can just go ahead and kill this, and then we don't get to draw, which sucks. Or the God Pharaoh's gifts decks in general. Oh wow, they took the scavenging grounds instead of the treasure crow. Kind of sweet. Don't want to show him that I have the island. Still have the scavenging grounds too, which is pretty sick. Well, they can shuffle away our approach now. So we'll play that. Gives us City's Blessing, so which sucks. Good chance that I just settle here. Oh wow, they took the scavenging grounds instead. I may not. I guess it depends a lot on what he does. Don't want to show him that I have the island. I'd be willing just to take a giant hit too, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the giant hit, I guess. Good chance that I just settle here. I may not. I guess it depends a lot on what he does. Have our settle for the following turn. I'd be willing just to take a giant hit too, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the giant hit, I guess. Oh. Well, that works too. I may not. I guess it depends a lot on what he does. Have our settle for the following turn. that works too, friendos. Alright, so how do we sideboard versus a deck like this? The gates are probably okay. I don't think we want the alternate win condition. I just don't know how good it is. Something I would be willing to try on the play, but I don't know about the draw. that works too, friendos. This card's actually kind of good versus a deck like this. The gates are probably okay. I don't think we want the alternate win condition. I just don't know how good it is. Something I would be willing to try. Let's just try this very minimal sideboarding. I don't know about the draw. that works too, friendos. This card's actually kind of good versus it. Hand's fine. We have another treasure map. It's like our A+ card, so. I don't think we want the alternate win condition. I just don't know how good it is. We know he has Field of Runes, so we'll probably be a little reluctant to play the Scavenging Grounds out. Try this very minimal sideboarding. Planning of the Strategio. Nothing good to his graveyard, so that's sweet for us. Our A+ card, so. Hand's kind of right where we want it. I think I'm going to play the Chef at Dunes next turn. Ooh, that's a good one. Planning of the Strategio. Nothing good to his graveyard, so that's sweet for us. Let's see what he plays. He doesn't have a creature or a GPG, either one in the graveyard yet, which is outstanding. If this is just a champion, that means the fairy is going to be great. That's kind of right where we want it. I think I'm going to play the Chef at Dunes next turn. Ooh, that's a good one. Of course, if he puts a GPG, he did not put a GPG in the graveyard, so. See what he plays. He doesn't have a creature or a GPG, either one in the graveyard yet, which is they have Spell Pierce. This would suck. This is just a champion. I think Spell Pierce is close to unplayable in their deck, so I'm never going to play around it. Of course, if he puts a GPG, he did not put a GPG in the graveyard, so. Sure. See what he plays. He doesn't have a creature or a GPG, either one in the graveyard yet, which is. They have Spell Pierce. This would suck. I think Spell Pierce is close to unplayable in their deck, so I'm never going to play around it. Of course, if he puts a GPG, he did not put a GPG in the graveyard, so. Sure. Guess I will play around it. And they have another negate. This will suck. Yeah, that's good. Could have tapped it for mana, I guess. And they have another negate. This will suck. Excuse me? Yeah, that's good. I guess we'll prevent a few points of damage. It's not like we're really doing anything else with these cards. They have another negate. This will suck. Excuse me? Give me my bro back. This will prevent a few points of damage. When I cast this Seal away, we'll have enough Juju to sack the thing. Hey, Hodge. Thanks so much, my friend. Appreciate it. Well, him drawing the second angel kind of sucks for us, but if he attacks with that, I'll settle. If he doesn't, I'll just seal. Enough Juju to sack the thing. Hey, Hodge. Thanks so much, my friend. Appreciate it. Going well, going well. Trying very likely not good deck. So we got two settles now. If he's got a negate, though, we're just dead. We're missing the mana to cast on both. Hey, Hodge. Thanks so much, my friend. He's not attacked any other turn all out, so that pretty much just signifies that he drew another negate. Going well, going well. Trying, and we're dead. Nice to draw, friend. So we got two settles now. I apologize if you guys again can hear the noise from the other room. It's a bit aggravating. He's not attacked any other turn all fine. Out, so that pretty much just signifies. I wonder if we should just try these 8 cards. And we're dead. EXHO? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, you can hear an echo? You hear echo on my mic or background noise echo? I apologize if you guys again can hear the noise. I'm not sure what you're hearing. It's a bit aggravating. Well, I don't know where my phone is, or I would pull it up and listen. I wonder if we should just think I have anything open. Oh wow, my video preview is apparently open. Why the hell did that open? I guess that should fix it. The video preview is just like automatically open and playing even though I've never opened it. Well, that probably just ruined the good... That screwed up 20 minutes of my video, I guess. Well, 12 minutes, but... That sucks. I think I am just going to try them. I don't actually think these Sillaways are particularly good in this match anyway. Why would it not let me highlight this stuff? Can you hear the background noise too? I don't think these are actually great here. I don't know if I should try this. I have no idea why that was open. I certainly never clicked it. I don't like the fact that I'm going to cycle this cast out, but like my hand's pretty weak. We're playing 26 lands and we cycled, so hopefully we have at least 3 lands on turn 3. That would be swell. Now the question is, do I let them counterspell the history, or do I let them counterspell the relic? You too, bub. Thanks for stopping by. I guess I would rather them counterspell the relic. And since we know to have spell pierces and negates, it seems like this is the most correct one to play. If there is such thing as correct. Yeah. I figured there's a good chance that he taps out that turn for that anyway. Could still have some problems. Like if he just has the turn 4, I don't think I'm going to play around it. I think I have to just slam this. Alright, he didn't have the turn 4, so we Gucci in that regard. Yes, I used Gucci in a sentence. It's kind of odd. Is he going to fumigate? strategic planning. So we'll probably have to hold up grounds most of the rest of the game. Nope, I guess we still don't have to hold up grounds. He's got nothing going on over there. We go ahead and try to get the champion here because I don't want him to be able to block and kill a knight. Guess I'm just not going to attack with the knight then. Shout out to my father. Who's your father? Does he ever chat in stream? Do I know whom he is? Well, this is unfortunate. That's not fun for us. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and sack this because I don't want him to get his bro back. Actually, I'm just not. Because he's gonna have to probably block something this turn, maybe. Pretty okay with that. I'm more okay with that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know how good it is. It was an idea I had, but hopefully it works out. This is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Because now he can start feeling, oh, he didn't use, I don't know why he's not using his minister. Guess he's afraid of the scavenging grounds I do have, but... So we need to draw a bunch of lands at this point. I don't know if I'm supposed to seal away that or not. It seems like it can hurt me if I do it. But I don't want to take damage, so... Oh, I punt a lot. Yeah, I guess that's technically better. That's a lot better to do what you said. I guess I can't attack. I have nothing going on. He seems to be reluctant to use the Minister of the Scavenging Grounds out anyway. On settling for a ramp? I can't... Oh, to settle myself. If I had double approach in my hand, I think I would consider it, but... Like... With only one approach, I don't know if we can just beat the board. Just not sure that this deck's going to beat blue-white decks in general. I'm definitely just taking 2 damage. I think I can delete this. That was from game 1. He definitely has some number of negates in his deck and some number of spell pierces because we saw one of each from him. He's also got fragmentizes, which could make this really bad, but... Am I supposed to just play this? Probably not. I'll probably just die if I play that because he has to have a refurbish at this point. We've not drawn a negate in either of our sideboarded games, but we are only playing 2. 11 cards deeper in his deck than me. I'm just not sure what we can draw at this point that matters. Oh, well, that's a good card. I'm not drawing a Field of Rune either game either. He's going crazy. He's not doing anything right now. He's gonna have multiple negates and stuff in his hand though, so like I'm pretty sure even if we hit the land we lose. This is certainly not the match we were wanting to play versus. This thing's flipped. We just have no outs at this point. This game's just 100% over. I'll just double block this. Pretty sure this game's 100% over at this point. But I could be wrong. Well, if I cast this and he counterspells it, I'm going to be sad. But we're not dead on board, so. Pretty darn close to dead. I guess we're dead if he can throw another angel in his graveyard and refurbish. No, that's good cards. We need to draw a negate. We need to draw it right now. So we're not dead even if he has another angel. We're not dead. Yep. Need to draw a negate. You can do it, deck. I'm going to go ahead and block this one and put it in his graveyard to try to bait him into using it. Well, there's a negate. I don't know if it's good enough from this spot, but it's certainly what we'll be attempting. Because again, he has Spell Pierces and Negate, so this Fumigate resolving doesn't seem likely. Alright, well, good sign number one. Was it like 6 cards down? Is that right? If we had an extra land, that would have been sweet. Well, I think we have to try to negate that at least. He didn't have a counterspell last turn unless it was a Spell Pierce, so he might not have one this turn. If he doesn't have one this turn, that means we can untap and draw Approach and still theoretically win. Oh, that's great. We're going to get to sack the grounds. If they have Disallow, then I've really butchered myself here, but... Lyra, not super concerned about that. He's down to 17 cards, but he's bound to have something good. Like, he's only even come across one angel so far. Assume he's going to kill this. This is kind of like what I'm playing for here. I want that in his graveyard. He's not drawn his Field of Runes yet either. Which we know he has because we've saw. Somehow have to survive 13 turns? Sure. He is not... it seems like he might have sideboarded him out for this game, yeah. Untapped land would be kind of nice here. If not, we'll just try to settle them. I think I'm going to try to settle anyway. There's another Angel of Invention in his graveyard. We're getting pretty close to redrawing Approach, but at this point, it's hard for me to imagine he doesn't have another negate. There's 12 cards left in his library. He's used Azcanta more than once. He's not shuffled his deck, and he's got an Azcanta activation up. He just has to have another negate, right? Actually got the land too. That surprises me more than anything here. Another negate would be a cute draw. But he did not use the champion. I don't know why, but I find that strikingly odd. Like, he got the land and he didn't use the champion. Alright, if he's using that negate, that means he has multiple negates in his hand. So, I don't think we can win then. He wouldn't use the negate there if he didn't have a second negate. Like, it doesn't make sense to use that negate if he doesn't have a second negate. This game was closer than I expected it to be. He's also not drawing cards anymore with his champions and stuff, which is just another indication that he's already got the negate in his hand, because you would draw down to like 2 or 3 cards left in your deck if you didn't have the negate. There might not be another negate in his deck, but if there's not another negate in his deck, why would he ever play that card to begin with? And we're close to 100% dead. Our Approach is the next card, so I mean, it's not like we got to make any decisions. Casting this Knight doesn't do anything except show him that he doesn't have to play around Settle. Wah, wah, wah. He would have probably had a counterspell for the Approach anyway. Like, this deck's just not going to beat decks with negate and stuff in them that are, well, that our alternate sideboard can't beat. Kind of like I said before we started playing the game, before we even knew that we were going to get paired versus him, like, that's going to be our hardest matches. We're just not going to beat the blue-white decks. I built this deck to try to beat the black-green decks and the red-black decks and the mono-red decks. So, like, basically everything in the format that doesn't involve an island. And we might be able to beat, like, there's a chance we can beat things like blue-black. But not a great chance. The problem with trying to beat those blue decks like that is the alternate win condition of the creatures just isn't good enough to win games. And you're not going to win games with approach either unless their draws are just horrendous. We got game 1 versus them because they don't have any counter spells or anything in their main deck. So they can't beat approach game 1. But game 2 and 3 they just like easily crushed us. Alright, we'll keep it. It's pretty bad, but we have a field of runes to find our blue land when we need it. We have 1 seal away so we don't die super early. Of course, why would you not have Llanowar Elf every game? Ooh, that was great. It's probably the best card in our deck's probably Treasure Map. For what our deck does anyway. I'm getting tired of people having that opening. When I play that deck, we'd never have that opening. And I'm not even talking hyperbolic. We just never have that opening when we play that deck. We're still favorite game 1. So, what happens here? If he has a thing, he uses that, pops that, so that'd be 5, 6, 7, 8. So any 2-drop would be... Alright. So he won't be able to Galta even if he has the Blossoming Defense. That's basically what I was counting. I don't care to take the damage, I just didn't want to get Galta'd on top of it. We could just be dead. I think I'm actually going to keep this too. No blocks. Our kingdom for there to be no Heart of Kirin over there now. Though in all honesty, Heart of Kirin's not even the end of the world. That's pretty good though. Well, I want a blue mana, so this is the only turn we have to get it. So if he's got a way to if he's got a way to put 3 power on the table, plus a land, plus a Blossoming Defense, we're dead. If he doesn't have all of that, we're not in too bad a shape. Yeah, we're not in too bad a shape then. Obviously some good things he can have, like Walking Ballista and stuff now, but Can't concern ourselves with things of that nature. Could actually put that on top and just deal with both of his creatures. Is that better or worse than just casting Settle to Wreckage? Have to give away one of our treasures to do so? I think I like it more. Alright, well, we don't have to worry about that. So Walking Ballista is the only card I'm super concerned about at this moment in the game. Like, we just can't beat a Walking Ballista. I'm fine with that as well. The card was actually really good because it can get this thing back. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Let's start with this. Choosing to do it like this, because if it's not Blossoming Defense, we can just rebinding whatever he takes. Yeah, well, we're definitely walking on an edge now. We're also pretty deep into our deck if you count Disguise. Though we did shuffle, I guess. Alright, well, we have to find a Sweeper or a Fumigate. Or, sorry, a Sweeper or an Approach. Strike one. Strike two. Strike three, and we died. I'm a little tilted that we died. Yep. We don't have an out, do we? Nothing we can do to get another turn even. Alright, well, there's no reason to show him what we have then. I thought that game would be easy. Honestly, thought we were solidly, like, just a mile ahead that game. I didn't think that game was going to be close. I don't think I actually want to get rid of this. I think I'd rather just get rid of a binding as well. Yeah, I think I'd rather get rid of a binding than a cast out. Ooh, I thought we were super far ahead. He did have turn two bro with protection, so I mean, the fact that I think we were even close to beating that, and I think we were ahead of that, says a lot. But maybe we wasn't close to beating it. Maybe we wasn't ahead of it. I could just be wrong. Oh, look. Look what they have again. Just every game. My opponents always have their elves on one. Math be damned, they always have it. That wasn't very good. Go Gideon of the trials. Do your trial things. Scrappy. Oh, we put it in the graveyard. Sure. Guess I'll target this. Oh no, they have a blossoming defense. That means poor Gideon's going to die. Goodbye, poor Gideon. We will miss you. It also means it's going to be hard for us to cast a fairy. Guess Gideon was dead either way, but Gideon prevented a lot of damage this game. Which is kind of what Gideon's for. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get this one. It's the one that can't get swept up in a wrath as easily. Oh, wow, he's not attacking or not tapping that? What the hell does he have? What the hell? Why did he just casually leave 3 mana untapped? Is he like representing Crushing Canopy or something? I guess that's what he's doing? Alright. Or I guess he's wanting to sack the Thrashing Brontodon and then get the Scrap Heap Scrounger back too? Why am I not playing a Galta deck? Because I don't draw Llanowar Elves. I just never ever draw Llanowar Elves. Those decks are significantly less good when there's no Llanowar Elves in sight. I do like the green decks in general, though. I think they're kind of neat. I assume you just drew that, and I'm just going to casually say nice draw whether you did or didn't. Well, I guess we're dead if he has a second blossoming defense. I've streamed some modern decks. Okay, so he's got a second blossoming defense and the game's just over. It happens sometimes. I've streamed some modern... Oh, I guess he didn't? I don't know what the hell's going on then. He tapped a green mana for some reason. I've streamed some modern before and people just like didn't watch it. People always say modern's the most popular format, but like nobody will ever watch me play modern, so I don't get it. Or like almost nobody. Guess he has to kill Teferi. Kinda need to draw an approach. Not drawing approaches in your approach decks, kind of a bad sign. Oh, was he bluffing? I was tapped out. Hoping I'd give up in response. Hey, we found an approach. Too bad we've had to cycle all of our card draw to find it. Should have probably stopped cycling the card draw after I hit the settle. It's probably going to be hard. It's probably going to be hard for us to draw 7 more cards here. Oh wow, that doesn't seem very good. So step 1, live 7 turns. Figure out a way to live 7 turns. It's not going to be easy. Especially if he hits this turn. Okay, they concede? I don't know if you concede, but... Was it going to be the full 7, or would we have got there any quicker? I guess we won't know, because Moto decides we don't want to draw cards. Oh god, it was just going to take 6 turns. Oh yeah, just 6 turns, baby. Alright. Well... But the Saga's so cool. It needs to work out. I think I want this thing back. Especially on the draw, I think I want it. Kind of want this thing on the draw, too. Alright, we keep. Don't you have it for 3 games in a row? Jesus Christ. How is this? How is our opponent 0-2 when he can literally draw Land or Elves every game? And when he doesn't have the land, he even hits the land. Ooh, baby. It's our baby. I don't think the green decks work unless you draw Land or Elves basically on turn 1. I won a Mox with Mono Blue Illusions once when it was standard. A Mox Pearl. Yeah, that's what he had game 1 that we lost. We came pretty close to coming back. I think we were ahead at one point, but being ahead at one point is irrelevant, I guess. That's unfortunate. We like our artifacts. Sweet, he forgo drawing a card because he wanted to be able to sack it. That has to be good for me, right? I guess I don't want that. Turn 4 to Fairy. Might be good enough, who knows. Could have waited a turn or two and then tried to protect it, but if he's taking a turn off to Blossoming Defense and kill it, I'm not sure that's terribly bad for us. Because this a turn he's probably not drawing an extra card off the Life Crafters. And it's something he might not be able to go for because of Still Away. Sweet, not going for it. That feels good for us. Just not sure I care what he plays now. F6 is a fun key to press. Oops. I don't know why I didn't tick the fairy up first. That was stupid. Yeah. Of course, we could just draw mono lands and still lose. That works. We've drawn 4 spells so far in 43 cards. Or, sorry, 17 cards. So, like, 1/4 of our draws have been spells? Less than 1/4? But that's not even true. We've drawn 5 spells. I'm just blind. I can't kill Teferi though, so I guess that's something. It's kind of weird that he would protect the Branch Walker, because I don't think the Branch Walker is actually any good. Like, I don't think this card matters, but maybe I'm wrong. Hey, Boot, what's up? What it is, Boot? Really? Another land? Eh? Sometimes you just lose. And you get pretty salty when you lose like this. Oh. My bad. I guess I should have tapped 2 of my lands. I mean, we've saw 14 lands in 19 cards so far. June 10th, I think. Yes, June 10th. Great. If we draw Approach, we may win. So, our opponent played around Settle every turn that we had Settle in our hand, and all of a sudden isn't playing around Settle the one turn we don't have Settle? Does that even make sense? That does not feel fair. Feels like somebody's doing something they shouldn't be doing over there. They literally wouldn't even attack with a Branch Walker when we had Settle mana up. Or when we had Settle in our hand. I'm going to Nashville. No, I'm definitely going to go to my RPTQ. My friends are relying on me. They can't play if I don't go. I'm not the type of person that likes to point out and like accuse people of ghosting, but the fact that they played around it every single turn till the turn I didn't have it, like, is just awkward to me. I can't keep this. Can't keep this. He could not be. Maybe he just decided he can't play around anymore. He saw 1 Settle, that was enough. We do play the full 4, but... Not accusing him, just saying it's just exceptionally awkward that you would make 1 play pattern every turn in 3 games, and then, like, the one time somebody doesn't have it, you change? It's just suspicious, that's all. I don't want that. Ooh. Kinda like that. We're gonna take a lot of damage this game. Yeah, our hand's not very good, but that's fine. I feel like I have to cast out next turn, but I feel like if I don't use the treasure maps, I'm losing anyway. Looks like I should have just used the treasure map since we're drawing a settled wreckage. Just gonna take it. I guess I won't land. Still want to land? We know we're drawing a land, so... Could be wanting to use an Abrade now, which would suck for us, but... If we get to untap with a treasure map, that's pretty sweet. Guess I can't take this damage, I have to cast a cast out. They just have to have a braid, right? I guess they just have to have a braid. Let's pop this up. Oh no, and a braid! Ah. You have two? Hey, bub. I saw you around in a while. You missed the Monopoly streams. I guess I accept the terms of service for this website. That's giving me commercials for the movie Honey and The Last Days of Disco. Weird commercials. Wow, apparently there's a Deep Blue Sea too as well that I've never even heard of. You'll never know. Manitive. Manitive is really sweet. Yeah, I mean, unless he's got a random discard spell that I don't know about for this approach. See, everybody likes Monopoly. I did not know the Still Moon Cavalier was actually a knight. That's news to me. You win most games that you draw the second approach. That's just neat. Go get them approaches. Kinda want to bring this thing in. Kinda want to bring these in too, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to. Only when I'm not against family. What crappy list did you just make? I don't see it. Show us said crappy list. Black white midrange? Black white midrange is good. Apparently there's an event happening tomorrow somewhere near me. Oh, it's just a farmer's market. I'm not going outside of my house for a farmer's market. Mana Stacks. Never heard of that website. Please don't be hacking me, website. Profane Procession. What the heck is this thing? 4 mana vigilance. Oh, okay. It's a human soldier. It's not a knight. What a flavor fell. Master's Mind's Acquisition. The deck's not offensive. I guess we'll put this on the bottom since we don't have double white. It's a good card. It's definitely a good card. Accidental win. So, if we get to land 7, and then 7 more, so if we get to turn 14, this hand wins for sure. Oh. JK, doesn't win for sure. I feel like he's going to take the cast out. Because he's just going to, like, have a Chandra or something. Nope, he took the approach. I was wrong. I'm always wrong. RPTQ should win by turn 14. And we've won at least a game every round. Oh God, I wasn't expecting that one. Was not expecting Glint Sleeve. Go to Fairy, please don't Eldest Reborn us, we will be very sad. Probably getting ready for Friday Night Magic. I have 3 decks to hunt cards for and to sleeve. Ooh. It is a nightmare. I should have did it yesterday, but I put it off as long as I possibly could. So I have 2 more matches with this stream. Hey, Percy Fall, thank you for the follow, my friend. Hope our opponent's prepared to get his wreckage settled. That sounded perverted. I like it. Could have cast a Gideon's Intervention, but I don't know what I'd cast it on. Probably Chandra or Angraf. Probably Chandra. We don't have enough player base to play anything but Standard. Just like nobody would show up if we tried to play anything but Standard. We did have a 16-person, like, casual event that allowed Legacy cards, which was kind of cool. No, don't kill bro. Bro's sweet. I guess I don't want him. I think some builds do. What happens when you just don't want to play any of your cards? Yes, I just don't want to play this. I literally don't want to cast anything. I'm gonna cast friggin' Walking Ballista. Sometimes people show up to our drafts. Walking Ballista, baby. Halfway through for something stupid. Oh boy. Get those little bad boys out of here. He's done. He's like, you cast a friggin' Gideon's Intervention. I give up. I feel like people should give up when I play Gideon's Intervention. Especially when I don't even want to cast it. I like how my Go Live notification apparently just says Searsist went live. I wonder if I can change that. What did I hide your wife, hide your sisters. Searsist went live. That sounds update. That sounds great. I didn't know you could change that. I'd never saw it before. But it has now been changed. I had never saw that before. Alright, we'll keep. The draft's pretty good. Stop having Llanowar Elf. Jesus, opponents. So, on today, we've played versus 4 games now versus an opponent with a basic Forest Thunder deck. And all 4 games, they've had a Llanowar Elf. It makes it really hard to win. I don't know if you guys know this. But it ain't easy to beat Llanowar Elves that come out on turn 1. Especially when they're on the play. Luckily, he's like a little fin on lands, it appears, but... Oh, never mind. He hit his land. Oh, it's just some kind of gift deck? We're never beating this then, are we, with this draw? I mean, look what they played on turn 3. We need a Wrath, and we need it, like, quick. We need it quick. I hate green-black duels. We put an island in our deck because I'm playing Field of Ruin. Yeah, it could be Muldrotha. I kind of need lands, but like I'm just not beating the board, so. Okay, I guess we're going to try to settle. Ah, Glintnest Cane, Rain. There'd be artifacts in them woods. To increase your odds of playing Llanowar Elf on turn 1. Like, it's pretty important to play this card on turn 1. I think if they don't have counterspells in their main deck, we're probably a favorite this game. Oh god, what is Murph showing us now? Hopefully this opens on the other screen because I don't trust him. Oh, it does. What the heck? Is that limited or something? I don't know what half of those cards are. Alright, well I don't want to take any more damage, so... And I plan on just casting basically Approaches from here on out. We know he's got something for 4 mana, because he was going to play it a second ago. Oh, he's going to hostage take this. How wrecked I am. Well, that's just disappointing. I guess I'm going to cast this on something. I'm gonna cast it on my own treasure map. Nah, I'm just gonna cast it on this. I don't want to take damage. It's a true beauty. I wonder if they have counter spells in their main deck. I'd concede on the spot. But we have double approach in our hand. It's hard to concede. Because if they don't have counter spells in their main deck, we've already won. He does have this. It could be a Muldrotha deck. I opened another Muldrotha the other day. I bought packs because I'm a crazy wild man. Oh. We could die here. It's like a lot of life points. We're going up to 13 here, so like if they have another Gear Hulk, the game's over? Please no second Gear Hulk. Walking Ballista kills me too, doesn't it? The fact that they're using the treasure map means they don't have it yet. They tapped 7 mana. And we're dead. It is in fact a GPG and we're dead. RIP. That's a tilt. Oh, we had that game. We died to a hostage taker. Their sideboard's not very good here either. Yeah, our sideboard's not particularly good here either. We literally lost that game to a hostage taker. Yeah, I had 13 life. He was attacking for 14. No, the God Pharaoh's gift gives the new 4/4 haste as well. Maybe I was supposed to bring in Walking Ballistas. But I'm not. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in Negates, but I'm also just not. I can bring in Negates. It's too late. That's good, because I don't think I was supposed to anyway. That's fine. We got 2 scavenging grounds. Take care, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you very much. I like how opponents like taking an excessively long time in our turn as well. Oh look, the 3-color deck had Llanowar Elf on turn 1, both games. Anybody want to do the math on what the odds of that probably happening is? if I could be guaranteed to have a Llanowar Elf turn 1 every game, I'd play nothing but black-green Stompy. Short. Oh, look. If they don't happen to have a white man and a refurbish, I'll probably rage. Despite all my rage. Could have Moldrofa and GPGs. Definitely don't want to land, so that's pretty easy. Kind of want that, but we already have so many lands in our hand that it doesn't seem like it's worth it yet. Hopefully he doesn't steal this again. No steel treasure map, please. Thank you. We've only drawn 3 spells this game. Just cracking Scavenging Grounds might win the game. Well, that's lovely. The one card that I asked for them not to have. That puts 5 things in their graveyard, so if they have like a Walking Ballista, a land, and a gate, I guess we're dead. But I'm not going to play around all of that. Like, that's a pretty specific 3 cards that they would have to have out of their 4. And the land has to come into play untapped. Hey, they whiffed. Yes, that's good. Let's go ahead and put that on the bottom. Because I had a slam foot. I wasn't killing him because I like to have my fun. Hundreds of tokens on the board. Is that anything like millions of peaches? Alright, so opponents had enough of that game. How dare opponent not realize he was going to get paired versus the 4 Scavenging Ground deck? It's the second time we've got paired versus GPG today, and even though we're playing the 4 Scavenging Ground 4 Cast Out deck, it's not been good enough. thus far. It's not really showed me anything that makes me want negates. I've not saw a counterspell or anything, so I'm just going to run it back. Will we get there? What was our opponent's record, even? I didn't see. I guess MTG bot didn't tell us. Oh, he was 1 and 2 as well. We're in the failure bracket. Take care, Boot. Thanks for stopping by, man. Miss seeing you around. I guess I have to keep this hand, even though this hand is much horrendous. Don't have any of our artifacts. I'm pretty sure it's just like every one of our hands that doesn't have one of our 8 artifacts, I'm just going to call bad, whether it is or not. Oh my god, he didn't have an elf. He didn't have an elf. Throw your hands in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. No elf. Boom. And we hit an artifact on curve. That's even better. Oh yeah. What? Our opponent's playing a thing. He may not put that in the graveyard because of the scavenging grounds, but he probably should. Am I going to Fopter Arrest next turn? I have to decide. I think a lot of it depends on what he plays this turn. Gate. We'll probably Fopter Arrest then. Definitely don't want that. Yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and play this on the gate. Try to set up our Fumigate next turn into our Settle the turn after that. This way, if he does like play his black mana into Hostage Taker, we don't have to feel that terrible because we get our treasure map back. It's just 5. We're not dead though, are we? No, we're taking 13. We're just damn near dead? Wow. That's sick. I think I'm going to go ahead and flip this while I can. It costs us one of the treasures to replay our other bro, but... we'll end up being at 4 life here. You know one of the 3 cards in this hand's a Fetid Pools? Another Gear Hulk. kind of an interesting decision now. Am I going to cast Approach and use the Silhouette? I think so. I think it's just safer. Sucks that we're giving up 2 of our card draws, but feel like we about have to. Hopefully he doesn't have a negate or anything here, but... Oh, well, he does have a negate. That's unfortunate. If he got 2, we could be dead. If he's got 2, we're just dead. So we know it's 5 cards down after our next draw step. Still have a Scavenging Grounds to get to Graveyard, but he doesn't have 6 creatures anyway. Next permanent we play lets us gain 3 life and draw a card as well. Ouch, that one hurts. It's actually not that great. It doesn't do anything, I think, with the Scavenging Grounds in play. I think I just don't want to take the damage, so... What a nice draw. Rip. That one's perfect. And he's got another one in his graveyard? Wow. Not good for us, is it? I think we just have to play this. I don't actually think we have much of an option. I think we even have to target this. So during the upkeep, we're going to use the Scavenging Grounds to stop this, but we're going to hope that he uses to reveal it, so... He could have used that on me and made sure I didn't draw the approach back. Maybe he doesn't think he needs to. It's going to negate that and not the approach that's coming. What? Hey, the Matthew Folks auto host. Always the best auto host. Have a binding for the next real threat. And we know what we're drawing, so. Did you draw another counterspell this turn after you threw the other one away? You did not. Are we going to do it, boys and girls? Or are we going to get a pity chest? Who knows? Ooh, an immediate Q. What was our last opponent's name? This is like Zoot or something, right? Alright, we'll play first. Hand's good. Enough. We have a treasure map. There's very few hands I'm going to mulligan a treasure map on turn 2 on the play with. Uh-oh. Oh. This hand is not a hand that's going to beat what we see. That's unfortunate. We don't have a 40s or anything in our sideboard anymore because I've deemed like all these I've deemed mono red completely unplayable. So, and I think we're fine versus red black. You don't want a 40 versus red black anyway. Just as better versus all of the green randomness. We definitely don't want you. We already have one of you. And we don't really want the one we have. Hopefully we can hit a thing. We did not hit a thing. Still away would have been good. I just don't think that deck beats all the... Oh, come on. I don't think that deck beats all of the green decks. I don't like the mirror match. I don't think it's good versus mono red. I don't think it's good versus mono black. And I think people's sideboards can tune to beat it pretty easily. Whereas, like, I feel like Approach just has infinite free wins right now. So if I just... So the way he's played, if I hit a Fumigate, the game's just over. Bottom. Upkeep. That puts me up to 13. I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if he has Hazoret, that's 13. Ugh. It's kind of a rough one to call. I think I'm going to put it on top. Maybe we'll draw something better here. That's not something better. Because I want to cast Approach this turn, and I can't cast Approach this turn and do that, I don't think. Also messed up entirely. I wasn't paying attention. I forgot that my lands were going to untap. Just not playing well. Forgot my lands were untapping there. Wow, that was so bad of me. I don't want to give up the Teferi either. Like, I want to be able to draw 2 cards next turn. And I don't care about... He could have 15 cards under this right now. If they're not burn spells, I don't care what any of them are. Literally don't care what a single card under this is if it's not a burn spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, we'll just take it. So we'll draw as many cards possible to try to hit. If he's got like Lightning Strike, Shock, or Lightning Strike, Shock, I'm just dead, but that's okay. So we need to find a Settled Wreckage or another Approach. That's not really good enough. That's also not good enough. Guess we'll start with that. So we drew 3 cards this turn, so it's 4 down. That is good enough, however. Let me see if I have mana to tap differently. So if I tap 1, 2, 3, play that and that, then untap and have that. Alright, that's fine. Play you. Play you. Play you. He's probably going to sack this at this point, but if he does, Hazard's just never attacking. Or not attacking consistently anyway. We have a Seal Away for the Hazy. Or whatever he happens to have. You have that many burn spells? That could be a problem. Alright, well. He got 3 burn spells off of that and a 1-drop. That blows my mind. So we now know it's 3 cards down. I guess we'll start with this. I guess I could just bounce this at this point. We know we're going to draw it next turn, so what's the point of doing anything risky this turn? I guess we'll do this to start. Alright. Doesn't want to take any damage. He has to kill the Gideon and kill us this turn. Doesn't feel like something he's likely to do. And we know that we get to untap and do the thing. You see, it's not great every now and then, or all the time. I've saw it be great a lot. I've never saw it say, you know, like, you can't win the game, but I've saw it force them to attack this and save me 1,000,000 damage. But we knew, well, hell. We didn't know. This is the one that we were going to draw. This one was one we just had no idea about. Alright, well, anyway, I think Gideon's good in this match. I think Gideon's intervention's fine in this match. If I was on to play, I might would bring all of this in. I don't think I want it on the draw, though. Seems kind of bad on the draw, right? Maybe Gideon's intervention's not good enough. I don't know. Seems like it's good enough. Just gonna run this. Seems like Gideon's intervention's good enough. You can call like Hazard and it does like a lot of things. On the play, we might try to bring the 10 dudes in to just slow the game down. Hey, this is Kaleidoscope. Thank you for the follow. I can read, I think. I didn't think we were going to win that game. Our opening draw was like pretty medium. This opening draw is pretty medium too, but I just don't think I'm going to mulligan it. I really just don't mulligan very many hands that have treasure map. I think treasure map's so important to this deck that I just tend to keep everything that has a treasure map. Even if the rest of the cards are like pretty poor. Like for example, unless we draw a Silhouette, I don't think we'd beat a Kari Zev this game. I thought about putting a couple Baffling Ends in. And if there's going to be a lot of mono red decks, I'm probably going to need those Baffling Ends. If there's not a lot of mono red decks, I don't think I need them. I don't really want them in any other match. Really? What in the world did he keep? To the bottom. El Banderino. Alright. There's a burn spell upside my noggin. There's another burn spell upside my noggin. I'm going to go ahead and binding this one. And miss out on a treasure map activation? Oh, wow. Never mind. We're going to miss out on the treasure map activation anyway, so that made this real easy. Because I thought there was like a choice to make for a second, but then like there was just no choice to make. We have a cast out for a Hazy. We have a Settle the Wreckage if he gets a big creature. That's pretty good. We have 2 defensive spells. We have all the lands we need, so it's looking good for the home team on this one. Opponent's draw seems like it's pretty medium. Opponent boards in 12 Planeswalker. Oh gosh, we're down to 11 out of nowhere. I think I'm going to go ahead and settle that one. Give him an extra land so he can start casting his Glory Bringers. If he's got a Braid plus Glory Bringer, I'm going to be kind of sad. Maybe I wasn't supposed to play the Relic. Alright, well, we gotta live 7 turns. And by 7 turns, I mean, we already have a Relic in play, we have a Teferi, so it's not 7 turns. But it is a bunch of turns that we still have to survive. So, 6 cards down now. Let's start with this. 5 cards down. think I'm just going to play this and bounce that. I could just draw 2 cards. Yeah, I think that's just game. I'm just going to tick it up. It's 4 cards, and we're going to get 1 draw, 2 draw, 3 draw, 4 draws, so... I don't think he's going to be able to do that much damage to us. If he abrades the relic, we'll just, like, bounce it. I guess he can attack the fairy. That's something. Don't care if he attacks the fairy, though. It's still us getting another turn, so... So 3. Untap. 2. So we know this is the next card. Well, since we know it's the next card, I guess we'll just go ahead and be super cautious here. We're 1 land off of being able to cycle to farmlands and get it. I think we were anyway. I didn't actually count them, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we were 1 land off. Alright, well, we got a pity chest. We beat both red decks we got paired versus. Deck felt fine overall. It was really weak versus the blue decks. Have no idea how to fix that match, and then we lost to a green deck, which I think I feel favored versus the green deck, but maybe I need like a Slaughter to Strong or something. I don't know. I felt like that match was okay, but he, the turn 2 Still Leaf Champion when we didn't have and a Blossoming Defense. And then the game 3 the double Blossoming Defense. But maybe we can put a 4th Settle in instead of a 4th Fumigate, and that won't be that bad. There's some things we can try. Like maybe the 4th Fumigate's not good enough. Maybe it should just be the 4th Settle. Maybe the 4th Settle should be in the main deck. It felt like a pretty good first draft. Like it felt like a pretty decent first draft. Could maybe even just move the Gideon of the Trials to the sideboard and add the Settle to the main deck, and then like cut either the Intervention or the Fumigate out of the side. Maybe we want a couple Baffling Ends if there's going to be a lot of red decks popular, but overall it felt pretty decent. I liked what we were working with, especially for a first draft of a deck. Yeah, it felt promising. Alright, so let's see who we can host. Trampoline tells us who we can host. Yep. Trampoline tells. Blue-white control, brother. Except. Anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and we're going to hop off here. We'll be back tomorrow with some deck. I have no clue what. Almost think out taking 2 Treasure Map. Really? That's the best card in the deck. Like, I honestly feel like Treasure Map is the best card in my deck. Like, I was hesitant to even try this deck because I was afraid there might be so many abrades that the Treasure Maps, like, just weren't good. I don't know, but we'll think about it. Like, this honestly felt like a real deck. I know we just went 3 and 2, but like it felt strong. Anyway, take care, everybody. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Go say hi to Trampoline Tales, and take care.